Welcome back. It has been a tough 12 months for the royals, but if the last week is anything to go by, King Charles and Princess Kate are back. Both have been keeping busy, their diaries filling up after a year when their health was the focus. And some former royals are also popping their heads back up too. Royal editor of the Daily Mirror, Russell Myers, joins me now from London. Russell, we've been seeing a lot of King Charles and Princess Kate this week. They both look well. Are things starting to get back to normal for the royals?
Yeah, great to see you again, Deb. Well, what a year it has been, as you said. I remember last year in that sort of cascade of announcements from both Buckingham Palace and Kensington Palace after the King and Princess of Wales were in hospital at the same time, just down the corridor from one another at one moment, and then within weeks of each other, both being diagnosed with cancer. And there was a certain period last year when nobody really understood how the monarchy was actually going to keep the wheels on the track, so to speak, because, you know, the two main players being out of action and nobody knew how long for was quite disconcerting, but fantastic to see both the King and Princess of Wales back at the Commonwealth Day service at Westminster Abbey this week, because we have really missed them. And it's been quite a start to the year, both looking to make up for lost time, but certainly trying to feel their way back to duties, I feel.
And it's fantastic to see them both looking so fit and well as seeing them out and about with their duties. But Will and Kate have been out and about separately too. The King, we know, is not likely to be stepping down from the throne anytime soon, but is this a signal that they are really establishing themselves for the future?
Well, certainly, I think there is one eye on the future. There has to be, because there had been so many months that had been lost to their various ailments. However, I think William and Kate have got a new path to tread, because they both have said in interviews. I remember being in South Africa with Prince William just a couple of months ago, where he was talking to the British media saying that things had changed. It had been his most brutal year, having to experience both his wife and his father having cancer. And I think things will change for them, certainly moving forward. They want to do things a little bit differently. And that starts with family first at the moment.
And they're all presenting a united front, but with the royals there's never a shortage of drama bubbling away underneath the surface. And the Commonwealth Day service was a bit of a reminder, really, of the rift between Harry and William, because that was the last time that we did see them together publicly. Is the relationship between Harry and William back on track in any form?
Well, it's astonishing. I mean, that was back in 2020, the last time we saw Harry and Meghan at the Commonwealth Day service, literally the few hours before they left their royal roles. And what a period that has been, both inside and outside the camp, I suppose. But in terms of Harry and William, I mean, they can be further from having a relationship. You know, a lot of things have happened, as we just discussed with the family. Harry and Meghan are doing their own thing. I mean, Meghan's off making TV shows and podcasts, and Harry's just trying to sort of pick up the pieces of where he left off. So I think, listen, they're very two different camps at the moment. The royal family have to get on with the business of running the firm, running the monarchy, and Harry and Meghan have been left to their own devices. But very, very sad occasions it's been over the last 5 years, but very, very different camps at the moment.
And at the same time, we're seeing a lot more of Meghan at the moment with the Netflix special where she's cooking and hanging out with friends. How has that been received?
Well, they'll tell you till they're blue in the face that no member of the royal family would watch it or listen to it, and they wouldn't comment on it. But maybe they have sort of piqued to their interest. I mean, everybody has been sort of watching possibly the first episode of Meghan's lifestyle show. It's been renewed for a second series, or it's certainly back for one in a few weeks' time. As I said, it's interesting that the King did a podcast with Apple Music this week talking about his love of Commonwealth artists. Even Kylie Minogue got a shout out.
Thank goodness our Kylie was in the mix.
Well, exactly. You know, the King wanted to put his arm around everyone in the Commonwealth, and he has met Kylie before, of course, when she's performed for his Princess Trust Awards. But they are doing very, very different things at the moment. And for the King and the rest of the family, it's trying to look forward to a better year ahead in terms of their health.
Let's hope so. Always good to talk. Thank you, Russell.
Thanks, Deb.